Welcome to another episode of Gig Talk Live. This is episode 167. What up, my peoples? Tonight we're going to be talking about deliveries during COVID-19. No more. Doesn't matter if it's Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, food delivery. What's up, Live to Hustle, Lady Nets? What's up, y'all? What's up, delivery fam? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Gig Talk Live. If you have not done so already, I need you to do me a favor and hit subscribe, click the bell, and join the team. Now, a lot has been going on with the COVID-19 situation. A lot of drivers decided to stay home. A lot of drivers went out there, made some money, and decided that, it's time to change our minds a little bit, and they started to stay home. So in this stream, I did title it No More DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub Deliveries During COVID-19. All right. Now, when I say that, what I mean is, I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I mean by that, but, I really want you guys to voice your opinions about deliveries during COVID-19, the whole pandemic, everybody on lockdown. But before I open up the lines, I want to share something that Monty Cali said underneath a video that I did the other night. All right. Now, this is a two-part. The comment was very long, so I wanted to share this with you guys. It says, okay, so I've recently stopped doing gig work, all work at that. Am I the only one that is in fear of this virus? I personally would keep grinding, but my family has shared their opinion. And I guess me not being worried about the virus, but taking all proper precautions while working and continuing working is in a way selfish because I could potentially get them sick. A lot still working and things continue to, let's get this one off the screen. Let's get the rest of it up on the screen. Continue to get worse. Is money the motivation? I've been asking myself something ever since this lockdown started and the worry of bills began to hit hard. How much is my life worth? Is this virus as bad as they say? Well, I'm family. My family can't afford to lose me and I can't afford to lose them. How are you guys dealing with these ultimatums? It's really blowing my mind. Now, I decided to share this because it's not about whether you are afraid of the COVID-19 virus. All right. Everything on the news, the media, social media, is all about COVID-19. You find yourself in situations where customers treat you as if you have it. So it's kind of like it becomes awkward, right? And I know the money, some of you have said that the money has been great, but I've made the decision, and I responded to Monty Cali. I've made the decision that I don't know if this thing is as dangerous as many are making it to be, or if it's not. I don't know. And I don't know who has it, who doesn't have it. And I made the decision that this week is my last week doing any deliveries, not because I am afraid of what's going on. I made the decision mainly because, let me show you guys my response. I said, Monty Cali, I haven't put this in a video yet, but this week is my last, then I would be staying home. You are right. It is selfish of us to not be worried about the virus, and that hit me 2 days ago. All right. Now, when I say selfish to not be worried about the virus, it's like going out there and worried about yourself, but not really considering your family, right? Now, I said my motivation is not the money, or wasn't the money. It was the survival of my kids if they happen to lose me to this thing that's shutting down cities. 2 days ago, I thought to myself, do I really want my kids to grow up without me, or do I want to be there in the flesh to watch them grow? I think you know what my answer is. So, I just wanted to spark this conversation. It's not about being afraid of COVID-19. It's about what if this thing is as dangerous as everyone is making it seem, and what if I bring it home to my own kids? I don't think I could live with that. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Please feel free to share how you feel about all of this stuff that's going on. I'm going to open up the lines and I'm going to read the chat. If you're watching on the replay, stick around, okay? If you wish to call in, that number is now up on the screen. It is 954-893-2121. And the lines are open. Let's answer this call. Get my speaker a little bit closer. What's up, Joshua 305? Talk to me, brother.
What's going on? Man, is he talking junk before I called in?
Huh?
Something about the speaker.
Huh?
Never mind. Ooh. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? Talk to me. How do you feel about everything that I mentioned? Do you agree? You disagree? How do you feel about working during these times? Is money the motivation?
Money is a motivation. Right now, I got basically half the income in my household right now.
Okay.
It's really taking an effect on the Orlando area simply because we are the capital of hospitality. Everything that is here is closed. That brings in business, that pays us as people. Hotels are closed, Disney, Universal, it's all closed. So that's resulted to me going down to half of income as a household for me. And, for me, I have to go out here and work, no matter what it costs. I have to protect myself, gloves, mask, whatever I can do. But I still have to go out. It's not a choice for me. I'm labeled as an essential employee. I got to go. So, for me, yeah, money's the motivation. I agree with everybody, and I agree that if you have kids, that's more important. But I have kids. I don't have time to play games with my bills. Like, it's one of those things that I just don't have time to, really play around with,
So, one thing, while I have you on the line, brother, one thing that that kind of resonated within the community about going out there with this virus being what it is, a lot of people felt like, including myself, a lot of people felt like, we're being underpaid for these times. They should pay us better than what we are receiving. Some people are still receiving $2 offers on DoorDash, $3 offers. They should bump up the pay. How do you feel about that, even as a W-2 employee?
I completely agree. So at Amazon, and this is full disclosure, with Amazon, I'm making a full $2 more per hour that is untaxed that Amazon pays the taxes on, right? And that to me is not enough. My city is closed, and there is, starting on Thursday at 11 p.m., there's a lock-in or lockdown, whatever you want to call it. That should be time and a half. That's the way I look at it. I've always come out here to work for hurricanes and all this other stuff, and I've said it on your channel before. I usually do roadside assistance for that, to come out and help the community. And right. I usually get paid hazard pay, which is time and a half. Right. And as an employee, getting $2 more per hour is a slap in the face. And for you guys to be receiving $2 offers, that's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Now I understand what, DoorDash and all these other companies are trying to do by keeping some of these small businesses' doors open. But those employees aren't getting paid either. You know what I mean? They're not getting that hazard pay for being out here.
Right.
Honestly, the good that they're doing, it's not good at all because they're basically, they're not paying. There's a lot of stuff that they're not doing. So as being from a W-2 standpoint now, would I go out and do gig work? Absolutely not. Because they're not going to cover me. That $2 offer is not going to cover me. That $2 offer is not going to pay for my hospital bill. That customer that gives me coronavirus is not going to pay for my hospital bill. So, no, I'm not going out. You know what I mean? And this is me talking as a W-2, but even if work something else, because, again, there's no security in what it is we're doing unless you have your health insurance and everything's on point. But in all honesty, most of us don't because we can't afford it with all these pay cuts.
Right. Okay, so I really do appreciate your contribution, brother. It sounds like you're very passionate. I can hear the passion in your voice, man. I talk to you almost on a daily basis, and I could tell that this one right here, it got you a little fired up. Now, I totally get it, and I want to say that I totally understand, and I'm pretty sure you have a lot more to say that you rather say offline. So I feel like, we should have a conversation after the stream. All right, because I could tell you're very passionate about this topic. So anything else you want to say to the DFAM or about this topic before I open the lines back up?
I mean, first and foremost, y'all got to protect yourselves out here, man. I mean, do what you got to do. I understand that some of y'all are in a predicament that you just can't not have that paycheck coming in.
Right.
So do what you got to do. But if you got to come out here, be sure to protect yourself. Because I've seen a lot of drivers, flex drivers, are something I see on a daily basis that are coming out here not wearing gloves. And we got 8 cases in Amazon alone. Mm-hmm. Just protect yourself. Buy gloves. If they're not available, then don't go out. Because if you catch it, again, like I said, nobody's going to cover you. So just protect yourself. And that's it, man.
All right. Well, thank you for your contribution, brother. We'll talk after the stream, all right?
Y'all have a good one.
All right, bro. Okay, so the lines are open again. If you wish to call in, that number is 954-893-2121. Another caller calling in. Thank you for calling Gig Talk Live. Who are we speaking to?
Yo, good evening. This is Antonio Thornton from the chat. Good evening, DFAM. Good evening.
What's up? Everybody say what's up to Antonio Thornton. What's up, brother? Talk to me.
And good evening, y'all. And make sure y'all hit that like button too, man. Yeah, I agree with the last caller as well, man. Simple and plain. We just gotta, depending on our position and circumstance, we may have to do what we have to do, meaning, still get out here while we're able to make these deliveries and make this money. But as far as, just overall, should we be out here in general, risking, the chance of catching the virus or whatnot? I think that's just, us as individuals, I look at it like this, UDM, this is a setback for us all. So for one, this should humble us. We should be more grateful and about the small things. But we really have to get and tap into just being human beings. We have to really remember we're human beings at the end of the day. So with situations like this, we have to do what we have to do to survive, via self-preservation and these kind of things, and just just be safe and, don't get too caught up into the negative media and the things we may see that may alarm us, on social media, any media outlets stuff. Don't get caught into the negativity. You just have to be a strong-minded person dealing with these kind of times, and because me personally, my whole plan for 2020 is kind of jacked up, as far as, I had plans on buying a new vehicle in December of this year, which I still plan on doing. And, now I have to, to survive, meaning to eat, to pay bills and things, I have to use money that I'm saving for this goal to eat, to, et cetera. So it's tough, and I'm still positive throughout this, so you guys really listen to me, man, because this is coming from a real place. No matter what, remember that you're human. We're here to live. We are here to die, simple and plain. So that all the good things about life we enjoy and, we love, but at the same time, life is a serious thing. So we just got to take it serious, man, with this whole, coronavirus thing, and play it by ear, be positive, stay positive mentally. And remember, all of this is in our heads. A lot of this stuff is mental. We can be stronger than this pandemic mentally. We just stay focused on your goals, stay focused on being humble, loving your family, being positive, and we'll make it out of this. And but you can take it from here, UDM.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for your contribution, brother. But before you go, I want to know: are you working? Are you out there? Or are you home? Is your city on lockdown? Is it not? What steps are you taking to, deal with all of this that's going on right now?
Well, me personally, my situation, I was working a W-2 job. I was working there for about 11 months at this point, and I was laid off for the time being, and I'm on unemployment. So I receive a estimate payment every week, until I guess this is over with or whatever. As far as my financial situation, as far as my income with the job, and then outside of that, really, I just plan on still saving every dime that I do earn in my situation. Just save and preserve and save, and still get to my goal in December of this year, and still do what I need to do. And hopefully, I'm not trying to sound selfish when I say this, but hopefully by December, this whole pandemic, this whole craziness will be, done over with by then. So I can, get back to my life and, the pursuit of my happiness. But yeah, that's my situation.
Right. Well, I want to thank you for sharing, brother. I really want to thank you for sharing, and adding your 2 cents to this conversation. Anything else you want to say to the family before I open the lines back up?
Sure. Good night. First and foremost, y'all have a good one. And lastly, man, stay positive mentally, spiritually. You know what I mean? Whatever you have to make sure that you're okay mentally, do that. Whether you're meditating, whether you're eating vegetables, whatever you have to do to make yourself feel positive and in a good space.
Did you just say? Did you just say eat your vegetables?
Whatever you can, eat your vegetables, your tangerines, whatever you have to do to stay positive through these times, do it, because it's all about remaining positive. And that's it. Just stay positive. Everything's gonna be okay.
Hey, make sure y'all eat your vegetables.
I'm telling you.
All right. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you calling in and giving your contribution to the conversation, man. All right.
All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Love y'all. Hey, have a good one.
All right, later. All right. So, family, the thing is, again, I want to put this out there since I have more people tuning in. Hold on, I got a caller calling in. Hey, Adrian, just hold on 1 second. Let me get this out, okay? All right. All right. So, since I have more people tuning in, it's not. I want you guys to understand it that when a person makes a decision to stay home, it's kind of like I'm looking at it like how Monty County looked at it. It's not that we are afraid of what's being put on social media and all these different things that's going on. It's just what if. We don't know the real truth. We don't have the real information. We're only making decisions based off of what we see and what we hear. And to see that the cities, they're being put on lockdown, to see that DoorDash sends this notice to your phone that says that you are exempt, you are allowed to go and deliver when everyone else is supposed to be indoors. When I see things like that, it's not that I'm in panic mode. It's just more of like, damn, this thing is really dangerous, yo. Or the city's doing something. I need to be with my family. I need to be with my kids. I need to hold them and tell them how much I love them. No matter what is going on right here, okay? I need to be with my family. I need to call my mom. I need to talk to my mom as much as I can. I need to hold my kids, rock them to sleep, whatever I can do, just because of everything that's going on the outside. So that's one of my reasons why. That's my reason why I really want to make this my last week and then just be home with my family to enjoy that family time. All right, Adrian, you got the floor, brother. What's up? Talk to me.
How's it going, guys? It's been a minute. How's it going?
It's going good, brother. It has been a minute, but it's always good to hear you come back.
Yes, sir. I've just been, working a lot, and believe it or not, I was involved in another accident last week. You got to be careful out there in the streets, man.
Yeah, you got to drive for yourself and drive for others, man, and eat your vegetables.
Oh yeah. All the colors. All
right. So how before the accident, were you out there delivering? Were you in panic mode or like staying at home? Like how did you handle all of this that's put on social media and the news right now?
Well, I mean, I'm still actually working because I have two cars, so now I'm using my primary car. But
excuse me.
Well,
okay.
I don't like using this car though. It's my baby right here. But
okay.
But no, when it first started happening, like 2 weeks ago, I'd say when it started becoming really, really relevant, I honestly didn't think too much of it. I thought, it's just another one of those flus, or just another one of those things and I thought. I mean, without going too deep into it, I thought, it's something that the government is trying to do to try to see how they can control the people and like tell them, you stay at home and see how they react. Kind of like, I don't want to get conspiracy, but that's all I was thinking it was like the government is trying to control the people and like an experiment.
Okay. I hear you.
But as far as I can tell, it's pretty serious and I think the measures that we're taking to stay at home, we're starting to realize that out of other countries that decided not to do that, we are actually a lot better off than other countries. Like, for example, obviously Italy would be the best example. I mean, look at another thing, too, is Italy has a lot of older people there, but still, they had it worse than any other country because they didn't really take it serious. They didn't quarantine or anything like that. So, I mean, I feel like people, if you want to stay home and you want to stay and protect your family, that is the most selfless thing to do. And if you need to go out there and make money, be as safe as possible and make sure that the people in your house, who who they're coming in contact with, because everyone in their family has a grandma, a great grandma, an older mother that are susceptible or have underlying problems or are older and susceptible to this coronavirus. So just be very safe out there. I've personally been working, and I've made more money than I have ever made ever. So I'm focusing on that, and I'm setting aside half of what I make.
So
let's just say I'm making what I normally make now in the same amount of time.
So I guess it's good to ask you this question, and I could open the lines back up. So is money your motivation to keep going?
Money is my motivation, and also because I'm trying to set aside the money to where if I get sick, I have 2 weeks of money saved up for bills or whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, I salute to you, bro. You doing what you feel is best for you. And I feel like everyone is going to do what they feel is best for them, especially seeing what your city is like. If you have a curfew, I believe some areas have curfew of 8 p.m. Some areas are on full lockdown. Well, at least that's what I'm hearing. And, so, a lot of people are going to take it different ways, So I want to thank you for your contribution, Adrian. I haven't heard from you in a while, brother, and I hope you are able to get that car fixed, because I do know what it's like to drive your baby. I drive my baby right now, and I don't like it. I mean, I do it because I got to do it, but, I don't like driving my baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So anything else you want to say to the family before I open the lines back up?
Everybody just, stay safe, and I pray that everyone makes it through this crazy time. But just the biggest part is make sure your family's safe. And if you don't want to go and see them because of you don't want to give them anything, if you potentially have it, at least talk to them, regularly, and make sure they're okay. Especially if you got an older aunt, a grandma, a mom, long distance. Isolation is very dangerous right now for them. So make sure you're keeping in contact with your family, and just keeping them up to date. They'll appreciate it. Believe me, they'll appreciate it more than you can imagine.
All right. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. Have a good one. All right. Later. All right. So, with that being said, I'll take one more call on the topic. If you wish to share how you feel about this. I'm seeing a few people in the chat that I have not given a shout out to. Actually, I haven't given shout outs much at all. I just kind of jumped into the topic. But I am going to read this comment right here from Jacqueline. I'm going to put you up on the screen, Jacqueline. All right, we got Jacqueline Taylor says, I'm ignoring all sickness. I got people to take care of. No time to be sick or in fear. F equals false. E equals evidence. A equals appearing. R equals real. I don't have time for that. Gotta keep working. So false evidence appearing real is the definition of fear, or fear broken down. We got one last call calling in. All right, let's take that one. Thank you for calling Gig Talk Live. What's up, Val? Talk to me, brother.
Sir, how are you, brother?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
Still working, believe it or not, but I just figured, I haven't talked to the DFAM and you in a while on stream, so I'm just saying hi and hopefully everyone's doing okay.
Yep. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, this is the first day in my market that they are actually going to almost full lockdown mode on all retail, with the exception of vital services. You know what I mean?
Hold on 1 second, brother. There's something going on with your phone. It sounds like it's tapping against something.
Hold on. Hold on a second. All right, I got it on speaker. Sorry about that. Apologize. So,
all good.
Sound better?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So, all right. So, as of midnight tonight, okay, our city is going pretty much on almost full lockdown. They're recommending everyone stay home and all that stuff, right? Only grocery stores, gas stations, and, emergency services, first responders, along with delivery drivers are the only ones that really should be out. But of course, there are those holdouts like Lowe's and Home Depot, and they're saying, well, they're vital too. I mean, you're going to have that fight there. So today was a very difficult day trying to figure out everything. And I think everyone can agree that with this all COVID-19, going around and with all the cities basically starting to go into lockdown mode, it's changing up things on the delivery end, which is why me and the wife right now are still out here just trying to at least get our minimum goal. Normally, we always get off shift by 8:30, but now we're here trying to figure out which restaurants are staying open, which aren't, which are closing, until April, which are, we're having to figure out in our own market all this stuff that we never had to worry about. And I'm pretty sure everyone that is working is going to have to do the same thing. I know, and I applaud you, Brian, that you're taking a stand, because I was doing deliveries. I was catching your stream on and off, that you are not going to be delivering starting next week. Is that correct?
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I heard for your family's sake and whatnot, and that's admirable. I mean, I'm glad that you have enough income to do other things other than gig apps and expose yourself. So that's cool. Right. But there's a lot of us, I know that I was catching bits and pieces, that other people either are not scared or are not financially able to do what you're doing.
Right.
So, it's a fine line of, making a living to pay the bills or staying safe. And, it's tough. I mean, that's one of the reasons I wanted to at least call in and chime in on that.
Now, the thing is, I'm not saying that it's easy on my end either. I really want you guys to understand that, we're all in this together. And I do know that in some areas, and I'm not going to say this is in every area, but I do know that there are people that are offering to allow a person to just stay there. Like, say, for instance, my apartment complex said that they're not going to, well, to my knowledge, what I was told, that they're not going to evict anyone, okay? But they are still responsible for paying rent, okay? But I guess when it comes to it, during these times, a lot of people are just, understanding that there's a lot of fear out there, and a lot of people, they can't work. A lot of people, they need to work to make the money. And those types of people are like us, independent. We have to go out there and make our money. So, like I said, I don't know if this is everywhere, but I feel like during these times, make whatever money you got to make. I will say that I was telling you guys, if you want to go out there, go ahead. I'm not telling y'all don't go out there and get your money. I was doing it. I did it for 3 weeks, when all of this stuff really started hitting the news, and when Monte Cali made that comment, it really hit me hard, because I look at my boys every day and I'm like, I want them to live. And am I willing to risk myself? If this thing is as dangerous as it is, as they're saying, right? Am I willing to risk myself? Yeah, I'm willing to risk myself. I got to take care of them. But do I want to be gone if it really is as dangerous as they say? So it's kind of like, I don't want to be gone. So I had to make a conscious decision, and I just chose to stay home. But during these times,
and that's admirable. Yeah.
During these times, I just feel if you wish to go out there, it's not about fear. It's not about, whether it's real or not. It's not even about that. It's if you are willing to go for your reasons, then by all means, go. But I will say that during these times, people are a bit more lenient. Just like my apartment complex. Landlord says, we're not evicting anyone. So if you have to make money because you feel like you have to pay your rent, obviously double check with your people first, but they're a bit more lenient during these times right now. If you got bills to take care of, let me just get this last bit out. If you got bills to take care of, a lot of these government agencies, these banks, they're giving people breaks because of these times. So if you feel obligated, hey, by all means, do what you have to do. All right, so that's all I really had to say, brother. Go ahead, finish off.
Oh, yeah, wise words. Yeah, I was going to agree with you because my son, who moved out in January, remember we talked about that, he's out on his own, he's like 22, and he's sick, and he had to get tested, and whatnot, right? He works at a pawn shop, so he has to deal with all these people. But the point is that he basically was worried about rent, too, because he and his roommate obviously can't work because it's not a pawn shop is not a vital industry,
right?
It's a vital service, and his roommate works at the VW, assembly plant here in my neck of the woods, and he's not working either. So you brought that point up exactly. But we found out, at least in our area, the state government is basically saying that you will not be evicted. There will be, there's government programs that will allow you to stay. They're even opening up food banks for people in need that can't work, have been laid off. Our restaurant industry, at least in our area, and I'm pretty sure a lot of areas, they laid off literally over half their staff because if they're doing takeout only or drive-through only, they don't need all those inside people. They only need, I think our Chili's for DoorDash, they have one front person for its takeout station and 2 cooks. That's it. They're basically running the whole restaurant through the takeout to-go area with 3 people in the whole restaurant.
How many of you are experiencing the same exact thing in your market where a lot of these restaurants, they're open doing takeout only, but they have all their chairs or stools on top of their tables? Is this happening in your market? They're not allowing any dining in. They're only allowing takeout. Are you guys experiencing this in your market? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, basically my market is the exact same way. Every fast food restaurant in my area, because as of yesterday too, they were basically saying, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, they were literally saying that, on that, it was retail was open, but as of tonight, it's all essential stuff only. All the restaurants were to-go pickup only. All the chairs were up on the tables, or they actually took one step further. My Panera Bread in my area had like a little tent outside the door, like kind of like an awning tent, where they had a table blocking the entrance on the side, and they were only bringing food out to that table. No one could even go inside.
Right.
At the Chick-fil-A, I posted some pictures of the Chick-fil-A in my area. It was literally like lunchtime wrapping around the restaurant like 2 times, and they have like 10 people directing traffic, all in masks, all with gloves, and all that stuff. I mean, they're taking it pretty seriously out here.
Right.
So, all what you're saying, it's happening here.
Yeah. And that's the part that I want you guys to take into consideration. Not necessarily about COVID-19 per se. It's how everyone else is reacting to it. I went to go pick up, I'm going to tell y'all this really quick while I have you on the line, Valdestat. I went to go pick up at a restaurant. Sure. I'm going to keep that restaurant's name out of this entire conversation because of what happened at that area. There was a young lady that exited I don't know if you could see me, Valdestat, but it was a young lady that exited the restaurant like this. And that young lady was coughing. And her friends, I guess they all came in as a group, but her friends started to yell, "Oh, it was a joke."
Oh my gosh.
Or if it wasn't, but a lot of people got very angry because there was a lot of people, a lot of drivers, app drivers. I don't know what apps. It was like, I'm not even going to call the apps. But a lot of those folks, they got very angry. And one gentleman in particular decided to scold the people that were, quote unquote, making a joke about this. And, you know, they was about to go, it was about to go down. You know, let's just say that. So I got my stuff. I put it in my car. I was out of there. I'm not about to be a witness for anything. I'm getting out. Yeah. But obviously, you know, younger folks, they take this thing as a joke, or, you know, I just don't know. So since I don't know, I don't want to be in the mix, you know? And I don't want you guys to be in the mix either.
Screaming fire in a movie theater, thinking it's a joke. It's literally like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, with that being said, you know, we all gonna do what we gotta do, and I'm always support y'all no matter what your decision is. Valis, what's your decision, brother? What are you planning on doing in the next couple of days, or tomorrow, or next couple of weeks? Doesn't matter if you are afraid of this or not afraid of this. What's your decision? How are you going to handle it?
My personal decision is stay vigilant. We got our DoorDash, 3 bottles of hand sanitizer, right? Mm-hmm. My wife is a little more cautious. I don't know if I think I told you that actually that for DFAM, if you ever have the opportunity on a sidebar note to meet Brian in person like I did, because I happened to just run into him, we have lunch and whatnot. He is an honest, humble, down-to-earth guy. It's no act. What you see is what you get when you see him on stream. So pretty much this is, and we talked about it a little bit before.
Right.
My take on it is even though I'm fearless, okay, I told you a story about the cliff and all that, right? Mm-hmm. I'm fearless, but I'm also prudent, and I'm also considerate. Like when I deliver, I literally tell the customer, I'm looking out for you. I open my bag. I will let you get your own food out because they put it at the restaurant into the bag without me even touching it, right? So I try to look at it like this. We are a delivery service to kind of keep the people at home. If I can at least keep 10 to 20 people during the day from leaving their home, I will put myself in harm's way, even though I don't consider it harm's way. I'm just being a little more vigilant, I'm standing further away from people.
Right.
Even though I know I'm cool and I'm okay, because I told you the story where back in the first week of December, mm-hmm. I never get sick. I haven't had flu in over 4 years, okay? Right. Even working in Amazon, mm-hmm. okay? I never got sick, but the first week of December in 2019, I was literally, my fever wouldn't break after about 4 days. I was like thinking, I'm dying here. Right. I've never felt quite like that, but on the 5th day, my fever finally broke, and I'm starting to think that maybe I had it earlier than a lot of people. I don't know. So, but my point is I'm helping people not come out. And if I take the proper precautions, I'm actually helping the situation versus hurting. Because would you rather have one person or a group of people be like the first responders, or would you rather have all these people go in and contaminate everyone else, without being vigilant and without actually taking precautions? Well, I would rather have less people out there than more people.
I agree. But something that began to concern, I was a bit concerned when I saw, there's some drivers that I would see many drivers many different times because obviously we're the only ones out, right? Exactly. I would see some of these drivers many different times, and they're using the same mask, the same gloves, the same everything, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, soap and water, even on the news, they've said that soap and water is the best thing. But some drivers, they put on a pair of gloves, and they keep those gloves on for the entire shift, however long that they feel it's necessary to keep these gloves on. But the same way it would attach to your hand or whatever that can transfer it from one point to another, it could do the same with the gloves. So I'm like,
oh yeah, you're right.
And so the reason why I know that some of these drivers were wearing the same gloves is because they did not have their own. They got their gloves from the restaurants that were providing them. Now, I decided not to take any gloves and just wash my hands before any pickup, and I use like paper towels to touch any surface. When I go to the bathroom, if they don't have paper towels, I'm using my feet, the bottom of my feet. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Using the bottom of my feet to open up the door. I'm kicking, But a lot of, I get the gloves thing, but I don't know, man. So I mean, it is what it is. So anything else you want to say,
you've
brother?
seen it, and which helped prompt you to make this decision. That's basically it. I mean, you see the dangers of all these other people, all these other drivers not properly protecting themselves and keeping themselves out of harm's way by switching gloves and all that. And I get it. And I'm in agreement with you. That's what I'm going to say, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. Well, thank you for agreeing with me, brother. If you disagree with me or with anything that I say, or anything that I said in this stream, just feel free to share how you feel about it in the comment section down below. And everybody say thank you to Valistad for calling in. Haven't heard you on the stream in a while. And I remember that time that you did get really sick. That is interesting you brought that up, and you are a guy, I haven't really heard you sick much at all, not even with allergies and stuff. So whatever you're doing with your immune system, man, just keep on doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too.
All right, brother.
Stay vigilant and be careful. All right, sir?
All right, brother. Have a great night.
All right, you too. Talk to you later.
All right, later. All right, so with that being said, family, let's go to the chat. I want to say what's up to my family. I did not speak to you guys much. I did not put much of you guys up on the screen like Terry Moore. Let's see what Terry Moore says. Sleep, water, low sugar, and high protein food for healthy immune system. Can't help but notice how much more peaceful it is outside. Ain't that the truth? Man, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say this. The traffic has been the best. Man, you know what it's like before this whole pandemic, what traffic was like for me to try to deliver food, but now it's a breeze. The traffic has been the best, man. I've been loving it for the time that I've been out here. The traffic has been the best. Vanessa Michelle says, we almost own these streets as delivery drivers. Anybody here from LA, please let me know what the traffic has been like in LA. I've heard so much about LA traffic, Atlanta traffic. Please share what it has been like for you. And yes, Double M, I'm gonna allow you to call in so we can know what it has been like for you, especially with Rhodey. But give me a minute. Okay? Let me talk to the family. Traffic, awesome. Used to take me 20 minutes. Let's get Jacqueline up on the screen again. Traffic, awesome. Used to take me 20 minutes to drive 5. Now, awesomely awesome. Okay, let's see here. Westside Diva says, I'm living the dream in Phoenix. No traffic and drive. They only or bringing it to my car. Wait. I'm living the dream in Phoenix, no traffic, and drive. Okay. I think I understand what you're trying to say. All right. So, anybody else? October Scorpio says, Roadie is good. All right. Let's go back a little bit because I saw some of you were talking about other cities. Chicago traffic is amazing. Lena, I think I'm saying it right or wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. DB says, I can actually drive the speed limit now. All right, let's look at Los Angeles. All right, so Angelino Ryder says, all right, traffic in Los Angeles is always a breeze for me on my motorcycle. Really? 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 If you own a bike, a scooter, a motorcycle, it's always going to be a breeze, man. All right? Traffic in Los Angeles is always a breeze for me on my motorcycle. So it's still the same for me, just less idiotic people on the streets. Hey, Angelino, thanks for the laugh, brother. Survive and Thrive. Let's see. Let's get you up on the screen. FEF reduction in noise pollution. Also, I hear the canals in Italy are now crystal clear. Whoa. Due to all of this stuff, huh? All of this stuff going downs. All right. Let's see. Christian V. Let's get you up on the screen, brother. Commute used to take 30 to 40 minutes to get home. Now it's only 10 minutes. You mean to tell me a 10-minute commute took you 30 to 40 minutes with your traffic? What? All right, who me? Let's get you up on the screen. And John Spalding, you're next. Who says UDM will dispatch still open new markets next month? I believe so. I believe so. With everything being, I feel like with all of this that's going on right now, everything just came to a big old hold, a big old halt. So we'll see what happens in the coming days. You know, I'll try my best to keep you guys informed. Okay. Let's see here. Get Jacqueline back up on the screen. Actually, no, Jacqueline, you gotta wait. I promised somebody else. John Spalding. I don't know what you said, John Spalding, but let's find out. John Spalding says it's a breeze when you have to drive 2 miles to work like me. Oh, whatever, John. John over here boasting and bragging. All right, let's see here. Antonio Calhoun, how do I become a UDM mod? You're not a UDM mod, man. You're a DFAM family. For you to get a wrench, just show up on Friday mornings. I will be doing a stream every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can get your wrench then. I give away wrenches. And I've seen you in a few streams already. So I don't know if you want to set your alarm 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. Okay? I give away wrenches. Captain Rowdy. Let's see what Captain Rowdy says. All right. Yeah, the economy is crashing around here. Small businesses doing what they can to survive. Excuse me. The hard times right now. Yep. I get it, man. Let's see here. Going back to the chat. All right. The bad guy says, yeah, I'm loving the way traffic is. I hope things stay this way for a little while. See, I'm not the only one, man. I'm not the only one. Yo, I swear, we are true delivery drivers, yo. We are true delivery drivers because we're all like, man, that traffic used to suck, but I love it now. I love it now, man. I hope it stays like this for a while. You know? Oh, man. So, so with that, you know, with that said, whatever your decision is to deal with this right here, I support you. I support you 100%. Okay? Your decision doesn't have to be my decision. My decision doesn't have to be your decision. But I fully support whatever your decision is. The reason why is because it's only you that understands what you are going through. You understand what your circumstances. I don't understand, okay? So I'd rather just be as supportive as I can, and hopefully I can do some more streams and make you guys laugh, because I've been dealing with a lot of service issues in my area. How many of you have been dealing with service issues, like cellular service, like the towers and whatnot? Mine jumps from LTE to 4G to 0 to like literally no service at all, and then back to LTE. There's been a lot of that stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell. So I've been dealing with a lot of internet issues, even down to some of you tell me like it's really buggy watching the live stream. Sometimes I'm frozen, sometimes I'm not. And a lot of that stuff has been going on. I've contacted the company many times about it. And, you know, I've even taken on, I pay more now for internet to have the fastest speed, or, you know, uploads and downloads and all that being the fastest at its peak. But I still get issues. So I don't know what's going on with these days, with everything that's going on right now. So Westside Diva says, yes, I've experienced cell coverage issues too. All right, Valdestat says, yeah, because everyone at home watching Netflix. Man, I ain't got nothing to do. Hey, turn on that Netflix. Hey, they got that stuff on there. What it's called? All American. Yeah, they got all the movies, man. You know, turn them on. All right, let's see here. You froze earlier once. Okay. Martha Maisden says, mine too. I guess app came back and the map said I was in Chicago. What? I live and work in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Wow. V-Night says, but there are more people sitting still, so people are using more bandwidth. Okay. All right. So with that being said, family, at this time, I'm going to Double M. Okay. We're going to have Double M call in after the music. Okay, because I want to give Double M her time. So, but if you enjoyed this conversation, make sure you squeeze the life out of that thumbs up for me, please. And that's it. Just be safe. If you decide to go out, be safe on the road, please. A lot of people are very aggressive during these times. They want people to remain 6 feet away. A lot of kids, a lot of these young folks, they're not taking this very seriously, and just be safe. All right, just be as safe as you can be. That's all I'm gonna say. That's where I'm gonna leave it. Okay, and that's it. So make sure you squeeze the life out of that like button. Please do so, especially if you enjoyed the conversation about this pandemic. Double M is next. Fart music coming up too. Instacart is popping, y'all. Shipped is popping, y'all. Whole Foods, Amazon Flex is popping, y'all. People don't want to leave. They don't want to leave the comfort of their own home to do any grocery shopping. And they want you to leave it at the door or with the receptionist. I had one of those last night. And I told you guys I was going to be doing some Amazon Flex. And that one, man, Prime Now. Oh, I had another experience. I'm like, no. I'm not doing any more Prime Now. Postmates isn't popping. Jacqueline Taylor says, yay, bear. I do Instacart, stress nothing on shelves. Shipped here in Michigan, over 1,000 orders. Yeah, I heard down here, well, my lady told me, Mrs. UDM told me that there were like over 2,000 at one point. That's what one other shopper told her. And with that being said, it is officially official to end this stream before Double M time. So, fart music time, y'all. It's been a while. It's been a while. So, have a good one. Good night, Postmates. A good night, Postmates. Good night. What? What you working on? DB, calm it down, bro. Hey. Double M, get ready. Because you're up next. Good night, John. Nito209 says, PM Postmates be popping for me sometimes. For all those that's leaving, make sure you just be safe on the road, okay? And get some rest. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to open up the lines right now for Double M. Double M, you know, whenever she comes into the chat, whenever she calls in, everybody, I want y'all to do me a favor, okay? When she calls in, just put Amazonian in the chat, please. Double M, it's your time. Waiting on you to call in. Woohoo! What's up, Double M? Talk to me. Amazonian.
Not even.
What's up, Double M?
Hi, UDM. Woohoo! No, UDM. No. Now I'm glad I'm not an Amazonian. People, there's just way too many people in Amazon. That is a deal of death. You know, they already said on the news today, 8 people caught it. It's probably more than that, but
How you and your family holding up? How you and your family holding up though? Like with everything, are you guys like locked down on the inside? You out there hustling? What are you doing?
Me, I'm out hustling. Everybody else is staying in the house. They're killing me, man. They're killing me with all the food. They don't go back to school at all this year. It's like one big heck of a mess of a summer.
Oh, trust me.
Food.
Trust me. I understand. Oh, yeah, I understand. They eating all the food.
OMG, UDM. They... Oh, my God. The 24-year-old is supposed to go to Amazon. He's not trying to hear it. He's home eating at that house at home with 16 and 11-year-olds. Hubby's doing good. Woo! Mom and Dad are doing good. Woo! But no,
that's awesome.
Nah, bro. It is a hot mess, and I'm the only one out. I go. I use special 2-3 gloves to do gas. I barely touch the. Nah. I don't even touch nothing. I'm in Walmart every day looking for food for these people. I'm lost. This is not happening. Rhodey's good. And, got denied from Shipt. I don't know why they should have been.
Well, it was brought to my attention that Shipt is like pushing people through because they need to get all of these orders done. So you might have a chance right now.
I did it this month, and they denied me.
Really?
Yeah, because of my member.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about that. Yeah, that right there.
My DMV, right? DMV. Right. That's all we have to say. When they look at that, when they do Checker, when Checker looks at it, that's their third party, their second person in the middle that does the background checks and say, I don't know how I got through Rhodey, but we're...
Hey, don't jinx yourself.
Keep a secret.
Don't jinx yourself.
We're on the road.
Don't jinx yourself. Y'all see what she doing to herself? Y'all see this? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Just shh.
No, don't do that.
Can y'all do me a favor? Please put the emoji in the chat or just put shh. Don't do that to yourself.
But look, I wanted to show off the presents you gave me, sir. And Sensei, I'm blasting him now. He won't let me come. He's afraid of me.
What do you mean? He won't let you be on the stream?
No, he won't let me come. He's afraid.
Well, what you expect? What you expect, Double M? They got all this stuff going on right now.
I'm blasting him. He's afraid. Boo-boo to Sensei.
Hey, but guess what? Guess what you can
do? What?
She could go live, right? Can't